Once upon a time, in a lush green forest, lived a tiny bright blue bird named Pip. Pip loved to sing and flit from tree to tree, but there was one thing he loved even more than singing: juicy, ripe berries. And Pip had found the very best berry bush in the whole forest. Its berries were big, sweet, and incredibly rare. Pip decided this berry bush was his and his alone. Every morning he would fly straight to it, gobble up as many berries as he could, and then stand guard, puffing out his chest and chirping fiercely at any other bird that dared to come near. "Mine, mine, all mine," he'd squawk. The other birds, though disappointed, would just shake their heads and fly off to search for other, less delicious berries. They knew Pip was a kind bird deep down, but when it came to his berries, he just couldn't help himself. One sunny afternoon, a strong wind began to blow through the forest. It grew stronger and stronger, rustling the leaves and bending the branches. Pip clung tightly to his berry bush, worried his precious berries might blow away. Suddenly, with a loud crack, a large branch from a nearby oak tree snapped and fell right onto Pip's berry bush. Pip watched in horror as his beautiful bush was flattened, all his delicious berries squashed. He felt a tear trickle down his cheek. He was so sad and so hungry. He looked around at the other birds, who were now sharing their smaller, less sweet berries from other bushes. They looked happy, chattering and chirping together. A little robin, seeing Pip's distress, flew over to him. "Are you all right, Pip?" she chirped gently. "We saw what happened. Would you like to share some of our berries? We have plenty." Pip was surprised. He had been so selfish with his berries, and yet the robin was offering to share hers. He nodded, still feeling a bit shy. The robin led him to a small bush, and Pip ate the berries, which, though not as sweet as his old ones, tasted wonderful because he was sharing them with friends. As he ate, Pip realized something important. Even though he had lost his special berry bush, he hadn't lost his friends. In fact, by being kind and accepting their offer, he felt closer to them than ever before. From that day on, Pip changed. He still loved berries, but he always made sure to share them with his friends. He learned that sharing not only made others happy, but made him feel much happier too. And sometimes, when he shared, he even discovered new delicious things he wouldn't have found on his own. The moral of the story is, sharing makes everyone happy, and it can even bring you closer to others.